Hello and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, where we are going through this first set of DLC, looking for all the shiny new loot there is to get. And I dare say, we've got good ideas where a bunch of it lay. I went for a rhyme there, but I'm not 100% certain I was grammatically correct with it. But that's okay. It should be forgivable. Sometimes you can stretch grammar for the sake of rhyme. Just ask the writers of many, many, many songs. So those ruins we can see right there ought to be where we can find something, unless it's these ruins right here. Ah, there's a chest, but it's not an EX chest. It's just a chest. But I did need another shield. I need several more shields, in fact. You folks doing all right? I mean, you didn't have to give me rice balls. You could have just said thanks. So yeah, probably those ruins right there have got one of our DLC loots. Those Octoroks are way too good at leading their shots. Like, sure, it missed, but not by much. I'm not seeing a chest in here. There is that Korok, but he's not a chest. Probably should have paid attention to more than just the waters of Lake Colomo are visible. Because there's probably a lot of places from whence said waters are visible. So if we take a look. Okay, so it does at least tell us where things... Okay, yeah, ruins where soldiers gathered. So it would be a garrison. Maybe it'll be up on top of this little dealy. Nope, not up here. I'll take a rusty shield. It's better than nothing. So, is there anywhere else where soldiers would have gathered? Exchange ruins? I doubt that. Yeah, this is just pointing us back to the book, but we've already got the clue written in our thing. So, yeah, unless it's East Post, then it would have to be these Garrison ruins. And I am... Oh. Is this it? Sure enough. Makes it harder for certain enemies to spot you. What enemies would have a harder time spotting me if I'm wearing Majora's Mask? Either way, let's wear it for a while. Why not? So, next up, let's get to these ruins right here. I think, yeah, this shrine should be our easiest approach. So, to the red marker we go. Yeah, it should be a fairly straight glide. Just gotta go under the bridge, which is easy enough. Just jump and go. And yeah, our destination is dead ahead. But it looks like we'll probably touch water before we get to where we want to be. Don't have quite the altitude at the start of this glide. But that's fine. It's not like it's too hard to swim the rest of the way. Apparently, Octoroks are probably not the enemies that have a harder time spotting us when we're wearing this mask. So is the chest this time also going to be partially buried? Or is it just going to be hanging out somewhere? That's not an EX chest. Hi. Alright, so Lizalfos are willing to just let us hang out as long as we're wearing this mask. That's useful. It'd be kind of neat, but oh, is that it? No, that's a shield. It'd be kind of neat, but also kind of OP if this mask made it so that all of the enemies for which there are masks would ignore me. Because, like, if I could be ignored by Lizalfos and Bokoblins and Moblins and Lionels all at the same time, it would be super convenient, but yeah, it would also be super OP. So, I'm not seeing the chest, but I'm pretty sure it'll have to be in these ruins somewhere. Because, yeah, one of those clues was definitely for here. Yeah, temple ruins soaked in the waters of Regencia River. That is 100% the Sage Temple ruins. Link, go through, don't climb the freaking doors. So, yeah. Somewhere in here, there is a chest. Ah, there it is. Let's just... I wanted the shield, not the claymore, but I guess the claymore works too. Alright, so this one is probably upgradable. So... let's look at this one, then. Battleground where brave souls tested their skill. Ceremonial grounds where royal guards are honored. And ruins where the soldiers of Hyrule gathered. So, we're probably looking for some Garrison ruins somewhere. Hang on. Okay. Ceremonial grounds. That's probably the Sacred Ground ruins. Battleground where brave souls tested their skills. Where would that be? Wouldn't be the bottomless swamp, would it? It's in Hyrule Field, not Hyrule Castle, so that's important. Oh, would it be the Colosseum? Where even is that? Here. Yeah, it might be the Colosseum Ruins. And then the other one was ruins where the soldiers of Hyrule gathered. So is there another garrison somewhere? Ah, yes, Hyrule Garrison Ruins. That is going to be our next shot. Or our next place that we explore. Because there pretty much has to be a thing there. The last time they wanted us to go where soldiers gathered, that was also the ruins of a garrison. So, yeah, they reused their clue. That's kind of creepy, just having that facing directly at the camera when we warp in somewhere. That's fine. You can take aim at me all you want. Oh. They've got an active one. 2 active ones. There. We're fine now. So it seems the chests are probably all going to end up being partially buried. That's just my guess. If not, then there's probably one on top of this pillar. But yeah, I'm going to look around under the assumption that they're all going to be partially buried. Ooh, that's a good find. Especially when I'm low on shields. Ah, been spotted from another side, have we? That's fine, there's plenty of ruins for us to hide amongst. There's definitely not an infinite number of ruins. So, eventually we've got to find this chest. Alright, let's get rid of this thing. Okay, let's also change our hat, just because more damage is good. Link, come on. There. I just wanted you to hit the leg is all. It's amazing how easy these things are to flip over. Also, they're apparently decently easy to get under, though apparently we still got hit by that laser somehow. Or maybe we got hit by it, like, landing on us or something. Yeah, shock arrow is fine. And now let's equip this. Not about to just let this stuff rot here in the field. So maybe the ruins on that side will have the chest, because I'm definitely not seeing it on this side of the road. Wow, that horse was zapped for a while. I didn't even mean to zap it. Sorry, random horse. These are the Garrison Ruins. Yeah, they are. So apparently there are a lot of ruins around here, so hopefully they do specifically mean this general area. Also, Link, please don't just climb doorways. That sword is probably more worth it to us than this claymore. I feel like I should at least check on top of this. And looks like indeed there is no chest up here. So, we hop down. There is a chest up here, but it's not an EX one. Not even that worth opening. I mean, sure, it's money, but we don't have much use for money at this point. But who knows, maybe we'll end up wanting more of it to help us more easily get stuff for upgrading things. Aha! Yep, that's the chest we were looking for. Okay, these are definitely upgradable. And they're another attack up option, which means that the Fierce Deity set is becoming even less super worth it. So let's go ahead and use this to get ourselves over to the Colosseum Ruins. We can come in from the top and thus not have to fight our way in. And there were some platforms up there, I recall, that looked like they should have had stuff on them but didn't. But then again, this guy doesn't hide things in plain sight. He hides them half buried. So maybe it'll be in the bottom level of the Colosseum Ruins. Or maybe it'll be on the ground outside the Colosseum Ruins. We honestly don't have any way of knowing at this particular point in time. But if we come in from the top, that does afford us certain options and opportunities, such as finding out whether or not this mask works on more than just Lizalfos. Considering at the top there tend to be moblins. Now, the fact that it's raining right now is not going to help us when we're trying to sneak in the back way. Still, we can get a good ways despite the rain. Even without equipping our climbing gear. In fact, we got all the way. Did I? No, I didn't see anything. So, I'm not seeing any chests on these ledges up here. Which means we probably do need to go down below. Hello, Moblin friend. Okay, so, Moblins and Lizalfos. This Lionel will be the true test. Hello, sir. Will you be my friend? You will. So this is all the enemy masks in one. I mean, we still don't have data for bokoblins, but it is easy to assume. Oh, it doesn't last forever, does it? That's fine. That Lionel doesn't even have a Lionel weapon. Why would I even care about him? So, I'm guessing these ruins out here are gonna be where we end up finding the chest we seek. Give me those bananas. Was that a lightning strike that just happened moments ago? I believe it may have been. There's not much real estate out here that isn't completely covered in goop, so if the chest is out here, I do have to wonder whereabouts they would have put it. I don't know, maybe it is inside. Because, yeah, there's a lot of goop around here. Also, the ground's pretty hard, so it would be tough for a chest to be half buried. Don't you worry about me, Mr. Lionel. I'm just some dude. Maybe the chest isn't here. Like, it... I'm not sure this even counts as part of Hyrule Field. So maybe it would be the bottomless swamp. Or maybe somewhere else. Let's go ahead and, let's head over here and then make our way to these. Yeah, those eyes, just looking straight at the camera, glowing of their own accord whenever I warp somewhere. It's a little unnerving. Just getting this shield out, because it's better for surfing than for much else. Oh, Link, I just wanted to shield surf. I didn't want you to target the freaking Stalkoblin, or whatever it's called. Those bats followed me a good ways. Yeah, that wasn't going to take me very far. Turns out flat ground isn't the greatest for shield surfing. Maybe the ranch ruins will have something other than a guardian stalker. Because they definitely have that. Let's go ahead and get it taken care of. One more. And there we go. How do you feel about me in this mask? Seems you don't particularly mind. Ah, yes, I remember thinking that there should be something up here. And there still isn't. Okay. Some things never change, I guess. Hey, buddies. Don't worry, I'm nice like you. It's nice that this mask even works on the skeletal ones. Doesn't work on these jerks, though. Ow. Did you not like what I did to him? So yeah, Mabe Village Ruins is where we're most likely to find our next chest. Because none of the clues seemed to be pointing specifically to the ranch ruins. Though one of them pointed to ruins close to the ranch ruins, which would have to be these Mabe Village ruins. So we should find our next chest here somewhere. Question is, where here? I mean, it's got to be somewhere. Clue was basically pointing straight to this particular place. Wasn't it? Second guessing myself. Yeah, village ruins next to farmland. So that has to be these. Because village ruins next to farmland. Like, where else would it be? Nowhere. That's where else it would be. Oh. Found it. And apparently we can flip those over and get stuff for it. That's neat. Oh boy. Kulu Limpa indeed. So, next up, Sacred Ground Ruins. Straight this away. Which means that Guardian is probably going to spot us. But as long as it doesn't, we'll leave it be. And then there's another one. This one is almost certainly going to spot us unless it turns around in just a moment here. Oh, good, it did. The fact that it's dark and we're in tall grass is probably also helping us. And then there's another one inside this forest. Hey, bone dudes, don't worry, I'm one of you. Ah. Alright. Just missing the phantom helmet, which is wherever the soldiers did combat thing. Tested their skill. Yeah, if that's not the Colosseum, where is it? Where would they test their skill? In Hyrule Field. Scouts Hill, maybe? Yeah, if it's not the Colosseum, maybe it's Scouts Hill. Like, I'm not seeing anything else that would obviously be the place. So let's give Scouts Hill a look. This shrine right here should give us a nice, easy glide approach. So Scouts Hill is straight across. So maybe up on top of there. If not, then I might end up having to give the Colosseum another once-over. Or rather, an actual once-over, rather than just kinda dropping through and then saying hi to the Lionel. Got some birds here. It's looking like Scouts Hill is not the place. Maybe the military training camp? Though that's most certainly not within Hyrule Field. But it's definitely a place where they test their skill in some capacity. Though it's also not a small area, so finding a half-buried chest here might end up being a tall order, especially if there isn't actually one to be found. But even if there is one to be found, it's not a small place. But, hey, we we can give it a shot. Let's head over to the top of this tower. And maybe from here. Well, for one, we can grab this chest. Not bad. Okay, there's plenty of things we can see, but most of them seem to be chests in the muck. Not exactly what we're looking for. Let's give this guy a good time. So yeah, these chests are almost certainly not going to be EX chests. Not even going to bother opening them if they're not. Yeah, we're looking for stuff that's half buried in the ground, not stuff that's completely submerged. That's right, I don't need to be killing these guys. They don't even realize I'm a threat until I actually harm them. Don't worry, just another bokoblin who looks nothing like a bokoblin passing through. Yeah, I'm thinking this is probably not the right place. Too much goop, not enough ground. Also, it's a battleground where brave souls tested their skill. So yeah, that would like have to be the Colosseum, wouldn't it? Like, where else is there a battleground? Either way, let's head on over to the prison ruins, because we know there's something there. Or at least we've got a reasonable expectation for there to be something there. And we'll go ahead and take this firewood while we're here. If only this mask would let us sneak by guardians. Because there's one in the sky. But you know what? I do have plenty of these kinds of arrows for just such an occasion. Though Daruk actually hindered me there, and also I was standing in fire for a while. Because Daruk reflecting that laser ended up causing the thing to wobble, which made my arrow miss its eye. We're not going to fight the Talus up here. We're just using its plateau as a nice, convenient way to get on by, I guess. Don't care about you, Mr. Talus. And you can just go ahead and die. Or you're too far away for me to... May have wasted 2 arrows, but that's fine. Oh. Found it. So we're just missing the masks for both of those sets. But they'll have to wait for the next episode, because this one's already gone a little bit long. So join us next time when hopefully we'll find the 3 remaining DLC things that we need to find. See you then, friends.